whatever. Hey now, Tarnation TV Turbo, the M-rated edition, the R-rated edition, the 18 plus edition.
Shit, yeah.
We have shit, yeah, bastard, you bastards. This motherfucker, we haven't done this in a few months, so everything just worked out.
I've been saving up all my bad words for this.
Oh, and you are the king of the bad words.
Oh, I stubbed my toe the other day, but I was waiting for this tonight, so I'll let it all out in a blue torrent of filth.
Right on. Yeah, this evening we are at SMO Racing, the new London circuit. 0.7 miles oval.
Short track.
You're right, Chris.
Very short. How many laps?
Locomotive on the back end.
Just getting a text message there from Josh saying, "Thanks for the broadcast. You guys are great." It was a lot of fun broadcasting for these guys last week. Oh, laps you're calling for laps? Let's see what kind of laps we got.
I was just seeing what we have. I didn't realize how
120.
short it was. Oh, damn. Well, I guess it's short, so I won't.
Yeah, short.
bad.
What do they call this? An intermediate speedway, maybe?
Well, okay.
0.7, so you got a 3/4 miler, pretty much.
Right. And then the pit strategies, the fuel windows.
Yeah, kind of see here. Projected laps of 65 laps. I'm more worried about tires. Because during
A lot of turning.
Yeah, during the testing session there, you can hear a lot of wheel noise coming off the front. So I'm curious how fast these tires are going to fall off. I might take it easy on the first run just to kind of see if I can get my tires to go as far as my gas. Because that's the goal. You really don't want to have to come in for tires before you need fuel.
No, absolutely not.
These guys are pretty good. I've been racing with them all year because we were hired by these guys to broadcast their race last week at SMO Speedway. Do some short shifting.
I think they hired you last week because you were posing too much of a threat. You were consistently placing in the top 5 of the series, and they needed to dispose of you and knock you down a few pegs for last week's race, so they hired you as to not be able to get any more points.
And I won the race at Armory Digital Super Speedway.
Right?
Yeah, these guys are good. They don't run damage in this league.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, you'd think that would make it like a demolition derby, but it's not.
Yeah, I could see you being a little more inclined to... Well, obviously you don't have to be quite as careful, but...
But, you know, you always want a clean race. You know, and it's...
Unless you're waiting for that yellow. And then you're hoping somebody wrecks.
Right.
But with a light crew tonight...
Yellow flags are on.
Like so. Oh, okay. Yellows are, yeah.
So that's the thing. You can run damage off. As long as yellows are on, it'll be all right. Because nobody wants to bring out yellow.
It'll be interesting to see what even the passing strategy is here. Oh, down on the apron.
You got to do that. You got to wait for somebody to make a mistake. Oop, had to get on the brakes there. People watching the live stream. I did put a link to the live stream on the Facebook page, so you'll see on the live stream I got my pedals and my steering wheel output.
That's right.
See me just crank the brakes there because I am one for dragging both pedals. Oh, I lost the groove right there. Holy moly.
Okay.
Overshot the corner. Overshot my apex, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. This is untenable.
Yeah, this is Tarnation TV Turbo where there is no language barrier. Everybody
put the kids to bed.
Is an asshole. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do that. 100% definitely basically yeah.
Fuck.
right next to Josh there. I should wipe him out.
So, the other night, I attempted to watch the movie Strays so that you and everybody else at home doesn't have to.
Which one's this?
Fuck, it's terrible. It's called Strays. It's a movie with them talking animals.
Oh, God.
It was every bit bad as you would think it would be.
Like Homeward Bound, but like way worse.
Like a Homeward Bound, but it was written by a bunch of edgy teenagers thinking that, like, just talking about, like, pumping and saying fuck is, like, the world's funniest thing. No,
Oh, Jesus.
don't get me wrong. Saying fuck can be the world's funniest thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You can use it, like salt and pepper in a sentence, and you can just spice that shit up. There's, like, a little bit of paprika. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Kevin Smith.
Fuck, boys.
Jason Mewes, they know how to do it. The boys
And-
over at Judd
but-
Apatow camp, they know how to do it.
But if you look at that compared to some of the, like, look at the cartoon movie Sausage Fest, and it was basically just like,
Ugh,
fuck this,
I've never seen it.
fuck, like, it's basically the same idea. It's like we're just saying lots of swear words, like, but if you're just saying it lazy, I don't know. I don't find that. Maybe if you're 12 or 10 or something, and you're hearing these words for the first time, maybe that's what the movie's for. Maybe they made an R-rated movie for 10-year-olds.
I kind of wonder, like, if we had something like that back in, like, the 90s that was just funny but isn't anymore.
Oh, probably.
You know, I'm trying to think of something like Major Pain.
Yeah, that would have.
I can't see
been
that
one.
still being funny, right?
I don't think it. I think the whaling shtick has kind of worn thin over the years.
Yeah.
But I guess any comedian that has that, like, lean on that gimmick like that too, like a funny voice or otherwise, you usually got, like, so long with just that one style. Like, you got to kind of grow on it a little
That's
bit.
what I
or
like-
expand it.
That's why I kind of like what Jim Carrey did, because he came in and he talked with his ass cheeks and all that stuff in the Ace Ventura movies and the Mask and stuff, and then he left. He disappeared for like 5 or 6 years, and then he came back and he started doing weird shit, like the number
Cable
23 and Cable Guy, you know. And then
Cable
he
Guy was a huge departure from anything he done. Like, that was a fucking. That was a. I think it's probably got more status as a cult classic now than it did when it came out, because I don't think it was very well received. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I didn't like it very much when I was like,
no.
this is no.
But you know, he'd leave and like reinvent himself, you know, and then he'd come back and he'd do stuff that wasn't even comedy. And now he's back doing like Dr. Robotnik and shit like that. But you know, it's good though. You know, he's always cool to see what he's doing next.
Oh, yellow flags up.
He even did a weird little short films and stuff. Like,
He's done some weird shit. I haven't seen a lot of his weird.
see if I can get a
Like,
point for leading here.
Eternal Sunshine. I never saw that one. There was a few other ones that I didn't watch, but he's had quite a variety. So you're staying up this point, eh?
Yeah, maybe I'll probably go in next time around.
Get that rhythm, man. Let's go get these boys. Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Line up behind the 85.
Yeah, somebody went around at the start finish line there. They were parked on the grass, so they must have come out of turn 4 and just hooked it.
Ah, shit.
I
I
think
know
Josh.
this pit is a 35 miles an hour pit.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like an eternity, man.
Get on those binders, right? It's like a school zone that starts like 2 kilometers before the school. There's no schools
Yeah.
around here. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I have 2 sets at, well, one hill, but 2 separate bumps as it goes down. And there's a school that was there on the other side of a fence. Well, I guess the school technically is still there, but like should be 50K. The school set back like 200-300 feet from the road, so it's way back.
Okay.
But I never understood why it was 30K there.
Yeah, is
Nobody
it-
does 30. Like,
Do you run 30 kilometer an hour? Yeah, you do out in BC, eh? Here it's 40.
for the school zone, you got
Yeah.
you guys got faster kids out there.
Yeah, our kids are paying attention. It's like,
40K.
look, get off the fucking street. I mean, I'm barely
40K
doing
at that point. Like,
when
I'm like,
school's
what do you
out
bother
and
to slow down for?
people
Oh,
are
yeah,
buzzing
no,
around.
school's over, sure.
I might. You'd be lucky if I'm doing 20.
Yeah.
All the way to the last line. Watch your speed, watch your speed. 3,500 seconds. Dig, buddy.
In and out, sorry, I didn't even see what you took there. Did you get some tires as well?
Yeah, I did a full service.
All 4 tires. Were they bad? Or
No.
were you just getting it before?
I'll just get some
Okay,
fresh
well,
ones.
that's good.
I might only use up about 5-10% of them. So
I'm gonna leave you to chat with the fine people at home here while I go move my plate, and I'm gonna get myself a glass of water.
ooh, water or alcohol?
Be right back.
SMO Racing, NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Cool little league. They run a lot of different tracks. Really good tracks that not a lot of people use. That's kind of what they aim to do here. So it's a lot of fun. Ran some weird road course here a couple weeks ago. It was like a circuit in Spain, I believe it was. A lot of yellows here. Well, we got a car lap down, that's why.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good idea.
Josh had it in again. He's just stuffing fuel in it.
It'll be one to go this time, bud. Okay, here come your last car to the side. It's gonna be a lot of chaos up front here, so just be ready. Alright, buddy, get your seatbelt and tuck for me, alright? Get the D in them bad boys. Let's go rock and roll, 10-4. Line up behind the 5.
Single file restarts here too.
I guess I was the only one that didn't hit, wasn't I? You old freaking right.
Line up behind the 5. Stand by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Take the cars off. Be ready.
Still under yellow.
Yep, going green right now.
Green, green, green.
Nice. Oh, a late pit stop for somebody there.
I think that's the pace car.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, that would make sense. That makes way more sense.
I almost ran over Peacher in the restart there. I looked over at the YouTube stream to make sure it was working properly.
Right? Just like with that one time when I don't text and drive, but that one time when you go to take a quick peek to see who it was,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, oh, you look up and there's the front end of the rear end of the car in front of you. Where'd you come from?
yeah.
And then I don't do that ever again for like another couple years, and then I do it once more. I'm like, oh, you stupid. Almost cost you a lot of money, or worse. I try not to do that at all. Especially if I have people in the car, I'm like, you know what? Here's my phone. If it's the mistress, I won't pass it to the wife. I'll give it to the kids. I'm like, can you
Yeah.
just can you text her?
Can you
I don't
delete
want mom
that?
seeing this one. It's yeah. There's an extra 20 in your allowance for it if you make
Yes.
this go away.
Do you give your kids allowance?
Not so much. I mean, we pay them, but they do a lot of work around here.
I know. But I mean,
do-
Scotty's got a
which
job,
one?
right? So,
Scott's got a job, and the other two, well, they're typically home, so they'll be like before we get home, they'll do the laundry, they'll vacuum, and make sure the
No
dishes
shit.
and stuff. At least the dishwasher is empty. So basically, we hire our own little cleaners, and it's not consistent. Like, I mean, they don't really want for a whole lot. Even like most of the times, if they want anything, it's for their birthday, they get steam money or something for
right.
Christmas or their birthday, so then they can buy, and they wait for the sales to buy other games. So they're usually not like buying a whole bunch of stuff. So they, whatever they get, they put away, or will be like, hey, here's give them $20 in there, but not consistently. No.
It's funny. I got on the
too
Steam.
forgetful to.
They gave the Counter-Strike 2 away for free, so it's a freebie.
Ooh.
I'm thinking they might be leaning on like doing Fortnite stuff You know, just get people playing your game and then charge for other things, you know?
Yeah, it could be, right? I mean, because the cosmetics are where a big portion of the money is.
Well, and that's the thing, like, and Counter-Strike 2 is so funny how much it still just feels like Counter-Strike, which I guess is a good thing. I didn't want to pop in there the first time in 15 years and not know what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
It's funny how it's all the old maps, though. It's still running Dust, they're still running Office and Nuke, you know? All these fucking maps that have been around for 20 years. There's maps in
right,
there's maps in that game, dude, that are older than your kids.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Hey,
like
it's a brand new game. Like, I've been playing that fucking map for 20 fucking years.
Yeah, it's a little more polished. You've got like the bricks are in 4K high def.
Right, that's it. The textures are upped, and there's some other stuff in the Parallax Skybox. That's about it.
Yeah, I gotta see if I got enough room on this laptop.
It's 35 megabytes, and then once it got installed, it was like 28.
Oh, okay. Gigs, megs.
You know, you're in your
Right.
buy zone, you buy your gun, and blah, blah, blah. But it's fun, though. I mean, it's very familiar to me because they haven't changed the way it controls.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, it's like the OG fucking shooter, right? Counter-terrorists versus terrorists, bomb defuse maps, deathmatch, free-for-all, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I think that's what. So the kids have been playing that, and they have like. So I guess instead of like because they give it away for free, where they get their dollars is they'll have like.
Yeah.
You could buy like a limited time crate, and that's where Scott got his from.
Right.
He had won. He had won some gun from something else. He had sold that gun and made like, I don't know, $10. It wasn't like anything spectacular, $10 or $20 on this gun. And then he used some of that money from that he sold from a skin to purchase the crate when he got that ultra rare super duper one.
Right.
So
that's
I guess, and then the kids too.
lot.
Even Douglas won a couple that was worth like around $80 to $100. So he sold
kidding.
that one and bought himself some more games.
Nice.
Yeah, so they've had some
This
luck
is
with that.
inside
it's gambling for
Counter-Strike
the
2?
kids. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is gambling.
Counter-Strike, the first one. Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if
like,
the second one, because it only just came out, but...
Global Offensive. Everything from Global Offensive transfers over
Global
to
Offensive, sorry,
Counter-Strike 2.
yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was Counter-Strike was a mod for the original Half-Life. And then Valve hired the dude that made it. So it was made by a one-man guy. Like, one guy made that mod. And then for Half-Life Source, they upgraded it. And then that was basically it until Global Offensive came out. And, I mean, Counter-Strike's been around probably since 1997 or something. You'd have to Google it, but it's been a while.
I will Google it and see.
It's been a long time.
Now.
It's over 20 years. Easy over 20 years. Probably more like 25 or 26. If you go right back to the original Half-Life mod. Same with Team Fortress. It was originally a Quake mod, and then when Half-Life came out, they ported it over from Quake 1 to Half-Life 1 and called it Team Fortress Classic because it was a redux of the classic Team Fortress for Quake. And then now it's up to TF2, and it's amazing.
1999, Counter-Strike mod released for Half-Life. 2004, Counter-Strike Source released.
Yeah.
2012, Global Offensive released. And to there. Oh yeah, interesting. Okay, so that's quite a ways back there.
Yeah, it's old.
And then I try not to read. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to read on there, but I just typed in Counter-Strike to see what's going on. It's like Counter-Strike 2 is dragging down CS:GO's reputation. Lower reviews than CS:GO, which is
Global
weird.
Offensive.
And somebody named Shroud believes Counter-Strike will die with CS2. So I don't.
Shroud's some big, gigantic fucking streamer.
Yeah, he looked like
What's the
I don't know.
problem with it? Like, it's Counter-Strike.
I
It
don't
feels
know.
exactly like Counter-Strike.
All these fucking dicks. Everybody likes to shit on everything. Oh, this game didn't fucking
See, they probably
tickle
removed
my
something
gooch.
that
Right?
Global Offensive had that they all liked. But I'm like, they're just going to
Yeah.
charge you for it when they add it as DLC. That's all they're doing. It's a Fortnite model. You give the game away for free, and then, you know, if you want this capture the flag mode to come back, it'll cost you $6.
He doesn't like the smoke. This nerd says. They need to delete the smoke effect. When you run out of the smoke, you're fucking Batman. They literally need to delete that from the game. Oh, so he sucks. So get good, Shroud, you piece of shit. Big time gamer. If you're watching this, Shroud, go fuck yourself.
He's clearly watching this. We've got
he's
0
tuned
viewers right now. He's totally watching it.
Well, maybe we're like, we'll just tweet this at him. We'll turn this into a short. We're like, fuck you, Shroud. You're a piece of shit.
It's so lame, too. Like, just play your game, man. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what they're... If it's just the smoke or a...
and like, have a real complaint, like, about a game that you didn't build.
All clear.
Yeah, talk like a man who's never seen
All clear.
two full naked boobs at the same time.
At the same
That
time.
just,
In real life. You gotta...
yeah, just because you saw your aunt when she slipped out of the water slide doesn't count.
No. Fucking
You-
Shroud. That piece of
fucking-
shit. We're coming for you, Shroud. How many...
I
Log
don't
into
even know what it's about.
Google Shroud and see how many followers he's got on Twitch. Probably a couple million.
Oh, yeah.
We'll catch him. We play 20-year-old
well,
NASCAR games.
Yeah, if we were playing Counter-Strike and we would shit on the smoke too. Be like, oh, the smoke sucks.
I love
Like,
how
oh,
he's
these guys
shitting
are
on
scared of
Counter-Strike.
Shroud.
That's a 25-year-old game, so fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong.
It's been the
but
same
I like-
game since '99. Like, if you played the mod, the control scheme
okay.
feels pretty much
Because
the same.
Game modes are gone. So compared to CS GO, says I only played for gun game, and now that game mode is gone.
You know
Why
what,
did
though?
they release it?
That's what they're doing. They're giving the game away for free so they can charge you to bring that game mode back in a year. Calm down.
Maybe, eh?
You'll get it. It'll be $3. It'll be like a $3
I think it's just
DLC,
the
and you'll
loudest.
fucking buy it just like everybody else.
The loudest of the assholes complaining. I don't. Everybody like. By all accounts, people are shitting on Starfield, but you know who's having fun with it? This guy. Because I'm not reading the fucking reviews. I'll make my own. Like, I mean, if it got so bad to the point where I didn't want to play it, but I'll play through it and I'll form my own opinion.
It's
and I'll
just-
be like, yo, you know what? That was
You-
right. You could actually improve these things, and this, you know, this is lacking, and these things glitch. I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so there's obviously going to be glitches, but I'm enjoying the fucking of it
Which
way
one's
more.
this?
Just like I don't try to
Oh,
watch trailers for movies. I don't fucking read internet raging like, oh my god, they only gave her a 36C chest, not a 38 triple D. This is fucking literally unplayable. Like,
Yeah.
this new Tomb Raider with these non-pointy tits. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
How am I supposed to Tomb Raid without triangle tits?
I can't read
Part of the
tombs
charm.
if you don't do Tomb Raider properly. How am I
Right,
supposed to read tombs?
I
Fuckers.
can't. These round boobs. How am I supposed to open anything with these things?
Yeah.
They get in the way.
Yeah, 2 round.
But
I wonder. I don't know. People are so, like you said, you don't
People don't
watch
play
movie
with anything.
reviews, don't watch trailers or nothing. If you go in and you're having fun playing the game, fuck it. You know, I jumped into Counter-Strike. What was it? What's it called? Counter-Strike 2, the new one.
yeah,
And it feels exactly the same way that Counter-Strike did 15 years ago when I played it. And I
Oh,
went
yeah.
in and I got
I guess-
killed a bunch of times, but when you die, you respawn in literally fucking 3 seconds.
yeah.
And they've got a cool you're a ghost until you move. So if somebody's trying to spawn camp you, you just stand there and look around until you
Nice.
actually walk. You stay as a ghost. So the best thing is they come in and they're waiting for you to walk, but then they're standing
You
still.
outweight them.
So I just aim at their head and then pull the trigger and kill them.
Oh, so if they're hanging around, you're gonna just fucking
Yeah,
straight
I
up
just
murk
don't walk. You can look around. You're fine. And then once you move your feet, your ghost thing goes away and you become shootable.
Well,
I mean,
and
eventually
also,
after 10 seconds, it'll pop you back in. But once you pull the trigger, if they stand still, just shoot them in the fucking head. That's what I was doing yesterday. I'm like, oh, I like that because it gets rid of spawn campers.
I
Little
like that
10
too, no
second
doubt.
ghost mode. Or
Interesting,
until you
I had
move.
no idea.
Yeah, or until you move your feet. But you know, everybody's.
Sounds like I'm going to be able to finally get a kill.
Yeah, and it's like. Fuck, right? I mean, it's fucking Counter-Strike. Everybody's better than me. I don't care. I jump in for half an hour to kill half an hour. I have a lot of fun doing it. I shut the mics off because all these fucking idiots that are in there are still calling you, yeah, your mom's a fucking piece of shit. And, you know, why are you so fucking dumb? You fucking noob. Like, that's all they're doing. And I'm like, well, you know what? It's good
a whole bunch of other stuff that we
all
don't
the
even
new
care to
guys
say on
Turbo. All the new guys are still just like all the old guys. You know, when I was 19 years old playing that game, that's all it was. And it's now there's 19-year-olds playing that game and they're still doing it. So,
well, that's it. Yeah, and
you're fucking horrible.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't. You know what the best part is? I know I'm horrible. I don't care.
Exactly.
I got to go to work in the morning. I'm jumping on for 40 minutes.
I'm gonna do worse every time you chirp me, just to make you lose harder.
Yeah, just to let you win even more. And it is funny because like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna fire up a game of Arma and literally have to dedicate 5 straight hours to winning a war, or do I got half an hour to kill? I'm gonna fire up Counter-Strike.
Yeah, see if you still got it.
Like when we play Breakpoint, we're probably going to need an hour or two because it takes that long to do a mission completely. That's fine. But hey, I got an hour to kill. Let's do some Counter-Strike instead and play 3 matches.
Drop in, drop out.
And it's just,
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's not. It's like Call of Duty, you know. It's a game that goes to 100 points. It might last for 20 minutes. And it's a cool fucking game. It's Counter-Strike. Shut the fuck up.
I like that they're aggravated by the smoke. Now we'll find Shroud's channel and be like, hey,
it's volumetric smoke, right? So I would think that's physics on the smoke.
This smoke works too good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The smoke looks like actual smoke and billows out the windows of this house. Because that's what smoke. It's not smoke sprites anymore. I guess that's what. Because it used to be sprites. Now it's actually like a physics-based smoke.
Yeah, I can hide in the smoke. This is bullshit.
You know what? He's lucky enough that he can make millions of dollars streaming.
I guess you got to have a hot take once in a while. Like,
I mean, you have to.
Far.
Yeah. And you know what? He's got us talking about him.
Generate some fake outrage.
Right.
I don't even. Yeah. And he was on the first thing on Google when I typed in Counter-Strike. So I'm like, I guess it's a good thing I'm not 13 and I don't give a shit about his opinion.
Right. See that front tire there at the bottom right?
A little bit warm.
She's down now, yeah, getting close to 50% gone. So I felt it slipping in the corner there. That's why I turned on my tire wear. And I'm like, that's why, because she's fucking yellow. But I've got 15 laps of fuel left, so we're good to go, I think.
Right on.
See what I mean? 1 yellow flag. We've run half the race with 1 yellow flag on 120 laps. We've run half the race. So these guys, it's a good league. They don't run damage, which you'd think would be a shit show. But it's not a shit show. All these guys come here to race. Guys and girls come here to race.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cool. Like, I get into a groove and I'm actually burning through a set of tires under green, and you can see my recommendation for my stop on gas is 1.5 cans. So that means we'll be able to make it to the end if I take it. If I take this tank to the bottom. If I can even make it around these turns. This thing is slipping.
You're sliding up a bit there, right?
Yeah. Try to get it to stick, and there it sticks, but turn 2, it's not sticking. I can hear the tires slide. I can get it to stick better in 3 and 4. even with burned out tire. We'll definitely be able to make it to that 10 more laps to get gas and fresh set. And the address of your mom's house, you pieces of shit.
This isn't Counter-Strike. Calm down.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll take your mama for a lovely dinner and never call her again.
Yeah. The 08 is pitting this
lap. You say that about Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Fuck, we watched, had to watch it again. Ritual, you ever seen that one? Horror movie? Swedish?
I don't know. What's it about?
Bunch of buddies. They, to avenge, not avenge, it's like it's a fucking action movie. There's a group of friends, like 5 of them, and they're all trying to figure out what the fuck to do. You know, like a boys night out vacation kind of thing. Like, where are we gonna go? Like, let's go here, let's go there, whatever. So one of the guys, because one of the friends actually ended up dying, they all decided to go for like a hike through like the Norwegian fucking mountains or some shit.
I think I've seen this. It sounds familiar.
And then there's like some weird shit going on because they decided to take a shortcut through the forest. Never go in the forest, you rat bastards. Haven't you ever watched a Jim Henson film?
It's not a shortcut.
It's not a shortcut. It's not going to be a shortcut. You're going to walk around in circles and come back to the same place 6 times and all that kind of shit. But it is fucking cool. It's a cool little movie.
Crazy familiar. I'm sure I've seen it. If not, I've seen the trailer and it sounds very, very much
the monster
same,
in it is like a weird kind of apparition. You don't ever really see it, but it kind of looks like a fucking antelope. 7-2 pitting.
Yes.
Whoa, 7-2 not pitting because the tires are worn out. Holy shit.
Holy.
I should have kept going, actually. Actually, you know what? Let's crank that up to 2 cans. I kind of came a little early, but that tire was making me angry.
Yeah, I guess so.
My pit crew guy said, like, get ready to dive in here when we call you, and I'm like, I'll just go now. I probably could have got another 3 or 4 laps. But yeah, there's this big, like, antelope thing that it's probably just a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie, though.
It's that time of year for scary movies.
Josh is on old tires. I'm going to be able to get around him pretty quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Yeah, you're all coming up there fresh once they're all warmed up.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, I just went and got a set of fresh ones. You could tell he was moving over. I'm happy that Discord's working.
Yeah, it's nice and clear on this end. It's coming through.
Because what were we having a problem with? Like, we were trying to bypass other games that actually have voice chat. Right? Like, this game never had voice chat. But then, like, we used Discord and Breakpoint and stuff, and it wouldn't work. It would work for 5 minutes and then quit.
Which is weird, because we had... And to the point now, because I had at one time shut off the in-game voice chat in Ghost Recon. I, to this day, am unable to re-enable it since I shut it off. I think it was like the kill switch.
Yeah. You know, like Alien Fireteam didn't have voice chat, so we had to use it there, and it was fine. But then, like, one day it just stopped working for me for some reason. It wasn't... And every single day of the week, I don't know if you have Discord on your motherfucking PC, but every single day you fire it up, it has like 10 updates.
Oh, there's always something.
Discord will update every day. I don't even understand why. It's a VoIP
Just in case.
fucking app. Like, why? What are you updating? I mean, I know it's more than that. Discord's far more than that, but
Inside. Still there. Still there inside.
Oh, somebody out of order there. But why is he flashing?
sorry, down the bottom there.
What is it? Yeah, it's Mangrum flashing on your
Yeah.
screen there.
Those guys are. I'm a lap down,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's one of the leaders. I'm gonna let him go here. Just wanted to kind of clear Josh. I'll let you go, Mike. 72.
Inside. Still there.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason to get in these guys' way.
Clear.
He's racing down those two cars in front of him now, the blue and the red car in front. Those are the
okay.
top three guys, right? So I'm a lap down. I was kind of holding Mike up a little bit, but I wanted to just kind of make sure Josh was. You don't want to overreact too much. Oh, go ahead,
no,
Mike,
fair.
go ahead, and then start messing everybody up. Just kind of just race your race for a couple laps, and once everything sort of settles down, let the leaders go. I'm racing Josh, and those guys are racing each other, so.
Gotcha. How'd you end up a lap down? Was it?
Just would have been through the pit cycle, probably.
Oh, okay. Just from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they go to pit, then they'll catch up. They haven't pit yet, I guess. Like you're
I'm
saying.
thinking they may have, actually, because they're actually. They're not really going slower than me, but they're way better than me. Those guys are better than me. I like this track; it's really good setup, but I'm definitely not cutting the times that these guys are cutting.
Mm.
Outside. Still outside. All clear.
Thanks, Joe. He's a lap down. He's a couple laps down. I can actually check. I'm one lap down. Joe's two. So if we get a yellow, I would be the first car one lap down. I would be lucky dog. The leaders are right in front of me, so if I could get in front of them. Yeah, that's the relative on the bottom. They call that the relative. It's
Okay.
the position relative to the other cars on the track. So, green is a lap behind me, or they are laps behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yellow guys are on my lap, and then the red cars are the ones that put me a lap down. So those guys are ahead of me by a lap. That's why you said it was flashing red, because it's telling you, like, hey, somebody who's way fucking faster than you is coming up in your goddamn rearview mirror, so move the fuck out of the way. That's basically what it's saying.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot to put my rearview mirror on.
On your screen here.
I've got it
then,
on here,
so
but not on
left-
the. I have to zoom it in on the
the left
control-
side of the numbers that goes
Control
5,
Shift
1, 2,
Delete.
3.
There it is. At the end of the race, I'll put my rearview mirror on. I have it zoomed in on the broadcast so you can see what I'm seeing, because the ticker covers up mine. I forgot to turn it on in the broadcast, but you know what? If that's as bad as it gets, not doing that bad. I bumped it up to 2 cans. I guess I didn't need to. It's saying I got 40 laps. There's only 27 to go, so I should have taken the recommendation, but I wasn't sure. I think the recommendation is on an empty tank, and I came in like 5 laps before I was empty, so I didn't want to be short. You figure you got to get the 4 tires anyway. You might as well just play it safe and throw an extra can in.
Might as well. Keep her safe.
Better safe than sorry. Yeah, these guys are good, man. This is a good little league. It's only about, I'll check actually, I guess. 12 drivers started the race tonight, but we've only had one yellow. It's a 120 lap race. We're almost done.
Not bad at all. Pretty smooth.
We'll even call in this race. We called last week, right? Last Monday. It was a great race.
There was only one yellow, maybe?
I think
at
so.
best.
Yeah, maybe one or two.
Yeah,
There was a
maybe
couple,
two.
but
it was pretty quick for what it was, though.
yeah, they weren't big accidents though. They were like self spins, couple cars, you know. Definitely not bad driving. It's just shit that happens on the fucking racetrack. You know how you see how I'm trying to put more swear words in?
I like that you're going out of your way to add some more fucking swear words in this, and I appreciate that it was you.
Because I don't need some piece of shit coming into the fucking chat later and going, listen here, bitch. This is Tarnation TV
Listen.
Turbo, you goddamn slut. Should be swearing more.
Listen up, you fucking Grundle smoocher.
Grundle smoocher. Nice. It's a pastime activity.
I tuned in for some turbo,
Yeah.
and what I got was most definitely not turbo. You sons of bitches.
All I got was tech reviews and some bitching and whining about fucking Shroud.
Some kind of Shroud and fucking some
We'll start
game
talking about
reviews and
PewDiePie.
movies. PewDiePie.
Yeah, that guy's a piece
That
of
guy.
garbage. I don't even know who he is. I know he's got
I
20
don't know.
million
I don't
fucking
think I will,
followers.
but he sounds like a dick.
He's got millions of fucking followers. Another one of those guys I've never watched. I just know his
no,
name.
I'm sure the kids used to, or probably at some point had watched them, or maybe still do. I don't know if they watch too many streamers now.
I don't really
But
watch streamers.
Some of those names were pretty familiar. Which, you know what, if they're entertaining and you can watch
Well,
them,
see,
sure, I guess.
watching people play like a first-person shooter, I think is weird. But watching in games like this, I mean, you would watch a race on TV the same way. So to me, it's not the same. Watching a first-person shooter is weird. Like Hitman's funny, but he'll do a 5-hour. I'm not watching a 5-hour fucking broadcast. I'll just watch the highlights because it's fucking funny. Doctor Disrespect, same type of shit. I'm not gonna watch a whole fucking stream. Like I got better shit to do. Highlight reels, or the highlight reels are good. But that's the thing, man. They'll get on there for 5 straight hours and just play fucking Call of Duty. I'm like, holy shit, people watch that? But that's the thing. If they're putting on a show, and I don't know because I don't watch the stream, but when we do Tarnation TV, we put on a show or broadcast it like it would be a real life race.
I think that's where it is too. They get you entertained and some giveaways, and they capture the kids, and they use all the words that the kids know.
Yeah,
And
lit, savage, brutal, all that
kids.
stuff.
Right, lit,
No cap.
AF, for real. Oh
Yeah.
God,
No
all
cap.
those ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for real, for real.
They won't say dead now. They say unalive. That's so dumb.
Oh, right.
Like my grandma died.
Unalive.
I'm not gonna say she's unalive. Like that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, she's pre-zombie.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing. Unless the algorithm like picks up your language or something. I don't know if that's a bad word. Maybe that's why they've created a different way to say it. I don't know.
I think because they probably like if you tell someone in a game like, you should go kill yourself. First of all,
Right.
You shouldn't say that. That's
No.
a bad thing to say. And it's lazy too. You're not even creative. You're just being you're being crass, and quite frankly, we've had enough.
You know what?
Get
Go take a
creative
long
here.
walk off a short pier. Classic.
Go eat some corn on the cob the long way. Go
You eat-
allegedly rape a sick emu.
Well, that's going dark.
Allegedly.
That's dark. I like the corn the long way
Allegedly.
thing. That's great. You must eat corn the long
Yeah.
way.
Well, no, that was Letterkenny, where they're like, "You heard he had sex with an ostrich?" Like, yeah. Well, I heard it was a sick ostrich.
Oh, that's a Letterkenny thing? That's funny.
Yeah, you hear that on there? He's like, well, even with 2 people and a sick ostrich, he allegedly had sex with this ostrich. So, like, even the Hicks are still aware of like the legal ins and outs of it. They're like, yeah, no. I
That's
heard
so
there was
funny.
2 guys having sex with an ostrich, allegedly.
Oh, that's Squirrely Dan because he always says everything
Really,
in
Dan,
plural.
yeah, he's telling tales outside of the
Outside of school.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I think with stuff like that, because I know like certain things you can't. So maybe people try to get creative around that. They're like, I can't tell this guy to go kill himself, so I'll tell him to go I don't know if that's the workaround is.
I guess.
Like an asshole workaround to like, I figured out a way to be an asshole by skirting the rules.
Yeah.
Go unalive yourself.
Because Shelly watches a lot of like true crime stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
And a lot of them will do that. They'll bleep words out like stab, die, kill, murder, rape. They'll all these big harsh words. They'll bleep them, but not completely, just a little bit. I'm like, what is that? It just sounds like it skips.
Draw attention to the
but
words?
It's just enough to take it away, where I think they get pushed more because their language isn't as vulgar. If you say these big words, like stab, murder, shoot, kill, maybe if they just give it a little quarter bleep in there. No, it's not even a bleep. It's almost like they silence half the word.
Gotcha.
Like, he went in, last week, and then you're like, what? Like, and then there'll be subtitles at the bottom that'll say SHO asterisk T. I'm like, shot. I can't say shot.
I thought they couldn't say shit. He shit himself last week.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. I think that's why they do it. They get around the filter, and it doesn't see that language, so it might push it more, right?
That's cool. You know what? You're quite possibly right. I have no idea how that.
But I mean,
I know like
it helps to have the subs.
Some people like go like super soft with the language too, like 10-ply, where they're like, trigger warning on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I ranted about that the other day for something because somebody put like a trigger warning on they're trying to put a trigger warning on life. They're like, we know that sometimes these things are hard to hear. I'm like, oh, like when somebody dies, you could just say that. You don't have to be like, like I don't need. Oh, I know what it was. It was on Reddit. Somebody like, I saw something big going on down the street. There's gonna be some big news coming out, but I don't feel like it's my place to say it. I'm like, well, you could just fucking announce it instead of like coming across here and screaming like some fucking harpy. Like, I've got a secret.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's
like, well, I just
douche.
People don't want to read like bad news. I just like prepping you for the bad news, and I'm like, motherfucker, that's why they call it news. Because sometimes it's good and bad, but it's going to be news to you. And even if you preface it with being like, and it was something terrible. A cop had, RCMP guy had been shot and killed.
Shit!
Out there doing his job, and then he got shot. And so, but at the same time, I'm like, this world is fucked if we can't say like, hey, terrible news, everybody. Like, they're fucking
officer down.
The officer was shot and killed. Okay. Oh.
Good win, John.
Already. Yeah, that was a quick race. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, I asked him, like, why wouldn't you just say what happened? Like, well, I didn't want to even be upsetting for other people. I'm like, the fucking world is not nerfed, my friend. As much as you can go out of your way to be kind and to not upset others, but when it comes down to actually just reporting what's happened, like, if you either don't say anything at all, well, I guess is my point. You just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's almost worse,
Or just talk like, right? If like someone says the F word, that means fuck. You're making me think fuck in my head. So you're gonna like censor out those words. All the other words too. Don't make me think those. Don't say the S word, because I know you're talking about shoot.
The S word.
Want to be 10? My goodness.
The S word. The best.
Heck.
Oh, darn. What are we? 10:02.
As soon as I got to
Yes,
59
Dan.
seconds
That was
to go.
pretty
Oh.
quick race. That was only 45 minutes worth of racing.
Yeah, buddy. 49 down the bottom there. Yep.
I was
Was it?
hoping-
Okay.
it
Yeah,
was
these
something
guys know their shit,
to get
man.
out in front of you guys. I knew I could probably
It's a good bunch of dudes here that they know how to drive. You know, one yellow flag and a 120 lap race on a quarter mile shorty. It's not a shorty. I don't know if that would be considered a short track or not. Awesome racing, guys. See you next Monday.
All right, Brian. Take care.
Out of here, guys. Good run.
Thanks, guys.
Why couldn't I do this last week on the TV race?
The one guy, I don't know who said that. Because why couldn't I run like that last week on the TV race?
Right?
Yeah. Because you suck. No, that's just the thing, though, right? Like, if you're going to eat shit in a race, and you'll race flawless your whole fucking life, and then all of a sudden, you know,
The pressure is on.
it's that you're just going to have a bad race. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, and that was a great race. SMO Racing, NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Nobody watched this broadcast, so that is fucking awesome. Thanks, you cunts.
Yeah.
If you do end up seeing it,
Pieces of shit. Thanks for nothing.
I like how I say nobody watched it live. Thanks, you cunts. So who are we calling cunts? Nobody,
Fucking
because nobody watched it live.
right.
That's the best part.
If you call a viewer a cunt in the woods and no one's there to hear it,
Right.
did anybody get called a cunt?
That's how you get around it. Like I heard he calls us cunts. I'm like, I didn't call anybody cunts. There's nobody watching. I called everybody who watched this live is a cunt.
You got caught up in some of that post replay cunt shrapnel, but this is not directed at you, the reviewer. This is directed at the 0 viewers that
Right, because the DVR or PVR, whatever you want to call it, you guys are watching on a replay. So yeah, which I should have been logged into the stream on my cell phone, and that would have given it more viewers, and maybe it would have been picked up by other people. You know what though? I don't fucking care. It's fun hanging out with you, man. Thanks for joining me.
Exactly. Fuck all the haters and anyone else who didn't show up. We had a good time, and that's all that matters here on
Yep.
Turbo.
That's it. So if you were
Was
watching,
I not
thanks for watching.
entertained? Yes, I was.
Yes, we were. Both of us.
We were. Oh man, awesome, bud.
All right, let's stop this first broadcast ever under an hour, 54 minutes. Have a good night, bitches. Keep your sticks on the ices.
Oh, watch out for ISIS. They still around?
Oh, I see what you did. Keep your sticks on the ices. And you said, watch out for ISIS.
Mm-hmm.
Doing like the
Some
rhyming.
clever Marshall Mather like wordplay there.
Right. Eminem, check your neck.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming.
Protect yourself.